What's good, 99 Dreamers? We back at it, episode 15 of the 99 Dream Journey. My name is Julian Taliaferro. You already know we coming again with another weekly business update, lessons of the week, and then topic for the day, which is by any means necessary. And this means that we are going to get it by any means, right? No questions asked, no questions about it. We're going to get it done by any means necessary. And this should be a good episode and just to talk to that idea, and it'll be through the lens of my business but also my personal life. But before we start, as y'all can see the background again, back at the humble abode, back at the crib, but I will be going back to Miami tomorrow actually, so be able to get back on the grind when I get back to school. But I will say that I was able to be a little bit more productive in my time home this time around. Just being a little bit more structured and just more intentional with my time. And there was an improvement on last time. So we were able to get it a little bit more. So, but I will say now we can start with our a quote for this week, which is "Every day you wake up, know who you are." And this is a Melvin Nunnery quote, and I think it's pretty simple. It's just about every day you wake up, know what it is makes you that person, right? Every day I wake up, what's on my mind is knowing that I'm blessed, right? Me knowing that I'm thankful for being able to breathe and wake up into another day. So to anybody's watching, when you wake up, what do you think of? What's the first thing that's on your mind, right? Who are you when you wake up? Is that the person you want to be, right? So figure that out, and then every day reaffirm that in your mind. And that's the quote. Every day you wake up, know who you are. And now we can start into our business update, or my business update. So for my e-commerce, I have a sample on the way actually for my product. So I'll be able to start inspecting that sample when I get it and see, what is that quality like? What does the product look like? Is it what I expected? And I was also able to get my competitor's product, right? So I ordered, from their Amazon store and able to get their product, and that came in actually. So I've already been able to look at what their offering is and see, what are the problems, in that product. Is it something that my product is going to have to, go through? There is a possibility that the manufacturer is the same, or the way they make that specific product, there is no difference. So even if my product is pretty much similar to my competitor, all right, from there, how do I differentiate, right? Do I differentiate my brand? Is it my product packaging? Is it my listing? Is it my photos? So from there, once I can kind of inspect these two different materials and products, I can see how I can specifically move forward. So also, I've been able to start thinking about my marketing, how do I want to kind of go about that, a little bit. That still needs to have a little bit more thought put into it, because the marketing at the end of the day is the biggest thing. And I'll talk about a little bit later about how marketing this specific product, may be a little bit hard, due to what it is. But, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the episode. But also having to do product packaging, brainstorming, you know, if I need to differentiate my product, and I do it through product packaging, what does that look like? Does that mean I'm putting in, stickers, with my product? Does that mean I have a product card where I have, go to my website, and if you sign up on my website, I'll give you 20% off on the next order from my website, right? To, draw traffic off of Amazon to my website. And, that's certain things that I've been thinking about. And it'll just, entice the consumer or entice the customer to, stay with me, right? Stay with my brand. Maybe not this specific product, but at least be knowledgeable about my brand. So in the future, when I have more products, underneath this brand, then they'll be comfortable with my product and know that, they had great customer care while they order for my product, right? If that makes sense. Also, in terms of my podcast, I've been thinking about, or not my podcast, sorry, in terms of this right here, this entrepreneurship journey, I've been thinking about how to improve. And I think, that change in words is pretty important, right? Is because I'm actually trying to rebrand. So I'm trying to rebrand out of like just being a podcast, right? So there's nothing wrong with a podcast. Podcasts are great, but, words are very important. And I never want to be labeled, just as a product. I mean, just as a podcast, because I have no idea what this 99 Dream can turn into, right? What this journey can turn into, what this community that I want to build can turn into, right? So I don't want to put any labels on it and then be put into a box, right? I just want to be labeled as a journey, right? So I'm going to stop saying 99 Dream Podcast and just be saying 99 Dream Journey, right? And you guys will be with me on my journey, right? As we expand, as we get better, and always try to improve every single episode, right? And every single day. As I get better as an entrepreneur and take that 1% step, getting better, everything that I touch, I feel like needs to get 1% better, right? And that would include this podcast. So that's just stuff I've been thinking about. So, ride with me on this 99 Dream journey. And, we're going to continue, like I said, to get better every single episode. And also on my comic side, I'm going to start, when I get to Miami, I'm going to start doing that marketing person to person um, efforts, to increase viewership. So I think I said it about 2 episodes back, but I was saying how I have ideas on how I could possibly, get more eyes on my comic, but it's person to person. So when I get back to Miami, I'm gonna try to do that, and then probably like next episode or the episode after that, I'll let down the veil and let you guys know specifically what I did, and kind of did it affect anything, or at least did it change my mindset on anything, right? And then that's kind of my business update. But now we can talk about our lessons of the week. So the first one is just know where you can settle your mind, right? Know where you can think the best. So for me, honestly, it's the shower. For some reason, I get in the shower and I start brainstorming. I start strategizing. I start thinking of so many new things, start thinking about my life. And that's the place where I most feel comfortable. Well, for a lot of people, it might not be the shower. It might be when you're driving your car. It might be right before you go to bed or right when you wake up. So identify that time so you can be intentional about when you get in that space. Of course, you can relax, but also be strategic and purposely think about your business, right? Because you're in that relaxed state, it'll allow for ideas to come to you a lot easier and a lot smoother, right? So try to, capitalize, on those situations, on those moments. And that's like my first lesson of the week. And then my second one is about this process that I'm doing myself, where I'm personally saying no to TV and movies. And it's not that I'm saying no to TVs and movies just to say no to TVs and movies, but I'm saying no because I understand myself, right? I understand that if I watch an episode today, and I make an exception today to watch the episode, next week I'm gonna make that exception again and maybe watch 2 episodes. And then 3 weeks from now, I'll be binge watching a whole day, wasting a whole day, you know, watching, a TV show or a movie, right? Something that isn't productive at all, right? But in reality, I can kind of prevent this, all of it, if I don't watch a single movie or TV show at all, right? And it's about building discipline in that. And this discipline that I'm building in this area of saying no to something, then that means it'll be able to transfer into other areas of my life, right? So that'll be cool. And seeing how my discipline can kind of transfer to different areas, right? And different forms and facets. And it's not the same, but it's the idea of like an alcoholic, and he can't take that drink, right? Because he knows if he takes that drink, he's gonna take another. So it's about, having that hard stop, not to, you know, make, TV and movies equivalent to, being an alcoholic, but the mindset is similar, right? It's about just saying no to something so you can prevent that snowball effect in the future. So that's lessons of the week for me. Know where you can settle your mind, and then for me about saying no to TVs and movies, just so I can really be productive, and I don't allow myself to fall into the grips of a distraction like that when there's already so much distractions, in the world currently. Um, but now with the lessons of the week out the way, we can start about the topic. So for the topic, I want to look at it from the lens or the perspective of, my business first, and then I'll talk about it in my life. But in the business first, I'm gonna get it by any means necessary. And when we look at it in terms of the product, right? I chose this product, and it's a good product, but at the end of the day, no product is perfect. So I'm gonna have to find workarounds and solutions to the obstacles and hurdles that I have to face with this product. So after conversing with my manufacturer, it's looking like I'm gonna have to do my own product packaging. I'm gonna have to repackage the product. Looks like I'm gonna have to find my own labels, instead of them trying to do these services for me. I'm gonna have to differentiate my product, right? Put in that sticker that I said, put in that product placement card. And although this may add extra time and and extra fees possibly, I know I'm gonna make it work by any means, right? If I were to stay in that analysis phase trying to choose the perfect product, at the end of the day, there is no perfect product, right? At some point, you have to say, okay, this is my product and I'm gonna make it work, right? So this product that I have, I'm gonna make it work, right? By any means necessary. And like I said, although it may add some extra things, some extra costs, I'm gonna find a way to make it profitable, right? I'm gonna find a way to make it work. And it looks, most of the metrics check out already, so I know it's going to work. But it's just about making sure that I do my due diligence and I'm dotting all my I's, crossing all my T's to make sure that it will really be profitable and it'll be the best product that you know I can actually sell on Amazon, right? And also, due to the type of product, it may be hard to create a sustainable brand off of this initial product, right? But I know in terms of my brand, I'm going to make my brand work by any means necessary. You know, this product specifically may be hard to build a brand, but once I get this product up and rolling, at the minimum, it'll be profitable, right? At the minimum, I'll sell it. And then from there, if it's not, amazing, I'm going to just switch over to the next product that'll allow me to build my brand successfully. And I'm going to get my brand up and rolling and successful. But it's the benefit of having iterations in the past, the benefit of using my experience. So in my first product that I initially chose, maybe like 10 episodes back, and I was letting you guys know it was the faucet adapter that I was able to talk to the manufacturer and get a sample from, right? And then I got the software, and the metrics didn't check out in terms of like the monthly sales, in terms of the profit margin, things of that nature. It wasn't acceptable. So I switched over to this product that I'm doing now, but I had the benefit of my experience in that faucet adapter, right? Of knowing how to talk to a manufacturer, right? Knowing how to get a sample, right? Knowing how to get an initial domain for my overarching company, right? Knowing how to use the software. And then with that, I use all that experience to choose an even better product. And now I know how to better talk to a manufacturer, right? Now I'm at the point where I'm building my website for this product, building my brand website, and I'll have even more experience now because I'll start selling this product on Amazon, right? So when it comes to the my products in the future, right, I'll have all this experience, right? I'll know specifically how do I talk to a manufacturer, right? I'll know specifically how to sell on Amazon. I'll know specifically how to drive attention to my website and build a good website. And it's all about iterations. It's all about optimizing and using your experience to your advantage, right? And using it to create the best thing that you can create. And like I said, everything's about iteration. But I can also apply the same principle of get it by any means necessary to my life, right? When I look at my life and I look at my future, I know I'm going to get it by any means necessary. Although I may not be in the perfect situation, I may not be in the perfect environment, I still have to make it work, right? Everything can change because it's all within my power, right? I have the power and I have the control over my life to become successful, right? The only person who's going to stop your success is yourself, right? So no matter where you are in your life, it isn't about complaining, right? It's about being content with where you are and making that situation successful, making that situation what you want it to be. And you have to get it by any means, right? It's that simple. Get it by any means. And, you know, to be honest, for a second in my head, I was thinking like, oh, I'm taking so long to get a product on Amazon, right? Oh, like, why am I not selling yet? But then I look back, and it's only been 5 months since I made the decision to be an entrepreneur, right? 5 months, that's nothing at all, right? In the grand scheme of things, it hasn't even been a half a year yet. So how can I be impatient about, my businesses, about selling on Amazon, when at the end of the day, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, right? I'm 15 episodes into this journey. About to put my product on Amazon. I'm building out my website. I'm exactly where I need to be. And if I did all this now, in this 5 month span, what does it look like in a year, right? So it's just about staying consistent, every single day, make that decision to be a successful entrepreneur and be an effective entrepreneur. And, what's done is going to get done, right? Whatever you need to get done is going to get done because you're going to do it by any means necessary. So my next steps for me are just my website work, both on my e-commerce brand but also on my comic, and I want to get these things done before my semester starts in about like 2 weeks or so. So those are my main goals, my websites, but of course we'll be doing other work around that, but those are my main goals. And all right, let's get it, y'all. Going to achieve y'all 99 dream. And it's 99 dream because you are going to achieve your dream. And it would be 100%, but nobody's perfect. So you're going to achieve 99% of that. And let's go and let's get it.